Okay, I'm checking in on my personal favorite TikToker today. Her name is Alex Serves Tea. She's pretty much what happens when you start snorting too much Starbucks and all the coffee powder starts going to your head. You know, you start thinking the clouds are UFOs, the sun is a conspiracy, and the earth is a hologram. Pretty much like what happens when an adult trolls you as a child. You're like, Daddy, what's the bright circular thing in the sky? And then Daddy goes, oh, Alex, that's just a big fat orange. And then nobody ever corrects you your entire life, and then you turn out into this loony person. So let's start with this video where pretty much her and her fan base are discussing how they saw people walking in the clouds.
Okay, yeah. So I've been seeing a lot of people walking in the clouds. I've seen a lot of in the clouds. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I go live on Instagram during the sunset, and I caught UFOs in the clouds the other days. So I have a lot to show you. But as you can see, this is a UFO, this is a UFO, this is a UFO, and this is a UFO. They all lined up and formed into UFOs.
All right, so those dark clouds over there are all UFOs, and definitely not clouds with a bit of water in them and not gonna rain or something like that.
They're literally UFOs. They all just changed into UFO shapes. They're rolling in. I can feel their presence. And then the other day during my mass meditation on the 20th, right before graduation week starts, we see the mothership. Okay, so the mothership does look like a cruise ship. I've been on it in my dreams. I've been on it in visions. This is what it looks like. It looks like a cruise ship, except it's in the air. So I see the mothership.
I don't know what exactly the mothership is. I think it's the leader of all the UFOs, apparently. She should honestly just start working for NASA at this point. She's like 20 million light years ahead of them at this point. Yeah, the mothership controls all the other UFOs. There's no real explanation for why she's calling them a UFO. UFO stands for unidentified flying object. The thing is, that is an identified flying object. It's called a cloud. Right? And you know, once you build such a fan base, you kind of just start feeding into each other's delusions. You can see like the comments here. I see crabs in the sky, fishes. My God, even the initial comment was, I saw people walking in the sky. Apparently she thinks that like some higher power is speaking to her in her dreams, right? So that's why she keeps bringing up her dreams. She says that, oh, I had a dream about this, so it must be true. It's kind of like those TikTok girls who get really mad at their boyfriend because they cheated on them in their dreams. Definitely not insecure or anything like that. Definitely not because you've completely filled your head with mumbo jumbo that you're having these dreams, right? It's definitely God trying to talk to you.
And then I see this, which looks like cannons shooting because it's a spiritual war. So we see this shooting, right? Here's a close-up of the mothership. So you see it looks like a cruise ship. And then after the Shannons shoot, we see a bridge. And I was like, oh my God, this is literally a bridge into the mothership. After this whole spiritual war, we have a bridge into the mothership. I don't know. Are we all gonna go on this mothership after this whole spiritual war is over? Because we're gonna enter the...
This lore is deeper than Game of Thrones. I don't know where she's getting this from. A mothership. There's a bridge that leads to the mothership. There's a spiritual war going on, apparently. My bad. I should have read the history textbook a little bit better, but I don't remember seeing that one in there, bro.
I know a lot of people don't believe me, but I've been seeing snippets of the new earth. So as you can see right here, this shadow right here, this isn't mountains, this isn't buildings, this isn't clouds. This literally popped up from the bottom up and it started changing shape. As you can see, it changed shapes. The people on my live, we were all saying like it must be showing us snippets of what the new earth is gonna look like.
Okay, the worst part about these videos is I kind of have to guess what the hell that is. It honestly just looks like a building to me. I love how she takes pretty much regular pictures of skies and attributes them to some god knows whatchamacallit.
It must be showing us snippets of what the new earth is gonna look like. Now, I know that's a little hard to believe, but we've been catching the dome every night and we can literally see it flashing, which I believe is the new earth. As you can see, here's the dome, and I believe that we have a new dome, a smaller bubble right here, which is the new earth. But this one is crazy.
That was so good. Gotta spam it.
Okay, so I slowed this one down to go over it with you. As you can see, there's a dome right here, and the lightning is hitting on the inside of the dome and on the outside of the dome. A bubble, okay?
So this talk about a dome is kind of like if you guys have seen the Simpsons movie, we're all being put into this one dome, right? So we're not actually being contained by the aliens or something and they're observing us for some experiments or something like that. I love how she took a regular lightning thunderstorm and turned it into some dome nonsense. Can you imagine being this chick's friend? She will just justify any situation that happens to you. Like, your dog gets run over, you get fired from a job. She goes like, I actually dreamed about this. I could have stopped that from happening, but, you know, you're an idiot, so you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand the theory of the new Earth. She should really start proposing this as, like, legitimate science. I'm sure she'll have an infinite following on TikTok.
Lightning is hitting on the inside of the dome and on the outside of the dome. A bubble, okay? You can see the line right there. Now, she's gonna end up flipping the camera because she was holding it one way. Now she's gonna hold it the other way. Now look, you can literally see this looks like a city, floating city. It literally looks like a...
It's just random shapes of clouds. What the hell are you talking about? You're trying to put Atlantis in the sky now? What is going on, man?
Topper is what it looks like. You can see, and look how bright that is. Look how insane that is.
It's called lightning. Oh my god, it causes light. What?
Look at the people in there. There's so much going on in there. You can see people in there.
Ayo, wait. Where did the people come from, huh? What's his name? You got Joe Schmo there?
Sometimes you can see like a city in there. It's definitely showing us something. See, it looks like a city now beyond what we see every day, right? I believe that they're showing us snippets of this new Earth. I don't know when this new Earth is to come, but it's making its appearance.
I'm not ready for the new Earth, guys. I'm not ready for anything Alex is gonna serve me right now. She ain't serving me tea. She's serving me straight knowledge, bruh. Alright, we got a comment here. Babes, I stan you, but I thought the sun was fake. This has been sitting in my drafts for a while, but people are still asking about my two-sun theory. Watch the update. The Son of God is back.
Say that the sun was fake. This sun, do you guys believe that this sun is the real sun that we grew up with? This is a fake f***ing sun. It's like a light bulb reflecting off the dome. I took this picture of the sun. Does this look like a real sun to you guys? Or does it look like
Yes.
a light bulb? The sun has been huge lately and extremely close. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember the sun ever having a reflection off the clouds.
The sun has been huge lately and kind of close, guys. Wow, almost like the sun is visible completely differently at different parts of the day and from different parts of the world. It can be closer to you or further from you depending on the time of the day. You know, honestly, trying to combat her with science is like trying to explain advanced calculus to a 3-year-old. She'll just spam the goo goo gaga attack and then destroy you completely.
The clouds could have chemicals in it that's making the sun reflect like that. But if the sun was really a million miles away, I don't think it would be doing this to the clouds. You guys cannot tell me that the sun is whatever light years away, yet it's affecting the clouds that were right in front of me. I took this picture.
Well, it's a powerful source of energy. There's a whole science explanation behind how the sunlight travels to Earth, you know, through electromagnetic waves, radiation. Are we just gonna push that to the side? Anything for the TikTok, huh?
Whoa, the second sun behind it is getting really bright now.
What is going on there? Is that a reflection on the window? Is that a visual thing? Is that edited in? I can't even tell anymore, but what I can guarantee you is that it's not a second sun, okay?
That's weird, right? A second sun, one sun right behind the other one. Plenty of people have seen this, even though everybody wants to deny it. This is a time lapse that one of my followers sent me, and you can see the sun is
your
setting,
followers.
and it disappears right behind that pole, if you guys watch it, but it's very obvious that there are two suns. Now, are there two suns, or is it a reflection off the sun, off the firmament, off the dome? Look at that. This is another time-lapse video where you can see it just doesn't make sense that the sun would be so distorted because of the clouds if the sun was supposed to be so far away and we weren't living in a dome.
Actually, it makes perfect sense, honestly, if you knew anything how light works at all.
Let's talk about how we're literally creating the new Earth. This picture was taken on September 11th. Tell me this doesn't look like heaven's pearly gates opening up right in front.
It does look like heaven, that's for sure. I think it's just called a good picture.
Now, September
Or AI
11th is
generated, I don't
actually
know.
Ethiopia's first day of the year. So when I was saying happy people were very offended because they're very brainwashed by the system. But it actually is a very happy day in another country. And of course, they want to keep our vibrations low. So they always do something tragic on Nivellanian.
So this woman was going out there on the streets screaming, happy, interesting. I wonder why that was a bad idea there. Definitely nothing happened on that day, huh?
Thankfully, this year, a lot of people said said that they really didn't see any posts about remembering Nevelland. Not saying that we have to forget about what happened on Nevelland, just saying that it's been time that we don't have to be sad every single year on this day because it's exactly what they want. It is time to flip the script.
To stop being sad. It's that simple. Jesus Christ.
If you guys were outside paying attention to the skies on Nevelland, were beyond amazing, and I was like, there's no way we aren't creating the new Earth right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at some pictures that people sent me. Okay, first of all, there were rainbows popping up everywhere. And I've told you guys that rainbows represent a spiritual war has been won.
Rainbows represent a spiritual war has been won. Oh my god. Well, I've seen a couple rainbows in my life. I guess I've witnessed some spiritual wars. But usually it happens after like rain and then there's bright sunlight at the same time. So the old refraction takes place. Okay, I had to refresh my memory there. But yeah, it's the old refraction and reflection of light and the old water droplets dispersing the white light into all these different colors, you know? Definitely not a spiritual war.
Also, right here, you can see there's like the new Earth behind that. And then we've got kind of like darker, duller blue skies, but brighter blue skies in the background. This one is amazing. I love this. A lot of reflections going on here, which is very interesting.
I'm amazed you even believe in the concept of reflection, honestly. That's the most scientific thing you've ever said in your goddamn life. Oh my god. She acknowledges reflection actually exists.
Let's talk about my theory on the sun. Now, you guys know that I've been telling you that we have two suns. I have a few videos where I said that I think that we have two suns and that there is a fake sun in front of our real sun and that the fake sun is trying to hurt us. Obviously, it makes sense because...
Obviously, there'd be a fake sun in front of the real sun and it's trying to hurt us.
Does this look like a real sun to you? I mean, this is like the most fakest sun I've ever seen. So I've been watching
the most fakest sun I've ever seen.
Instagram live every night, and I have been noticing some changes. Okay, so first, this is what the sun was looking like, and as you can see, there seems to be a little matrix code inside the sun there.
The old matrix code inside the sun. As someone with glasses, I've seen that matrix code a bunch of times, honestly. Still not sure how that comes to be. Somebody can explain it in the comments. I don't know. It doesn't seem like code to me. It seems like a little color. I don't know.
Single time that I film the sun, this little matrix code pops up. Let's take a closer look. One of my followers took it, zoomed it in, and said it looks like somebody's watching us, and I agree because every time I go live,
where did this even come from? That is not how it looks like zoomed in, is it? I don't know. What the heck?
Watch this little matrix code, and it looks like there's people moving in it. It looks like it is a camera watching us. No fucking joke, okay? Now I know that you guys have been noticing that anytime you take a video or a picture of the sun, this big ass dome pops up, right? We've all seen this dome. I always say it's a reflection of the dome. Everyone says, oh my god, it's just a reflection of the camera, but like, why would there be a reflection of the sun on the camera unless it was reflecting off the dome? Okay,
what the hell did you even say? Stop looking at it through the camera and see if the dome is still there. What the hell is going on, man? This woman is so far gone, it's like there's no saving her.
This was taken a few days ago. This is what it looked like. You can see the dome. It's what it always looks like every time we take pictures of the sun. Suddenly something different happened. Let me show you. Okay, so I was on live and I noticed how bright and white the sun was when it hasn't been that way lately. First of all, this rainbow rays coming out of it wasn't happening before. We've got these rainbow rays. Now, look at what is happening. This is now a bubble, not so much a dome, and as you can see, there are multiple bubbles along it.
Wow, it seems like the bubble is moving as your hand moves as well with the camera. There is no shot this woman actually thinks this is a real thing happening. I don't know, is it a good idea to spend every single waking day of your life going to the sun, looking directly at it, whether through a camera or a phone or anything at all? I feel like maybe it is actually frying your brain cells. Maybe it's the second sun brainwashing you or something like that.
Now this, you can see that middle bright sun, that is that sun. You see that green dot? That is the matrix sun. That is the fake sun.
What? She's gotten into flat earth territory without actually getting into flat earth territory. She's somehow blown past it so far that flat earthers probably seem intelligent at this point. Anyways, thank you, Professor Alex. That pretty much confirms that the sun is an orange. Click here immediately or the sun will explode.